The historic Avenel House, located in Bedford, Virginia, is a site of numerous paranormal events and sightings. Built in 1838, the two-story brick dwelling was home to just three families, including its builder, William A. Burrell, and wife Frances Steptoe Burrell. Burrell served in the U.S. House of Representatives and as a private secretary for President Thomas Jefferson. Once the house was completed, the Burrells, along with their two young daughters, Letty and Kate, moved in with Frances' widowed mother, Miss James Steptoe, and her son Edward. The Burrells had two more daughters, Mary Frances, Fran, and Rosalie. In 1906, Avenel was purchased by the Ballard family and remained in that family until 1985, when it was purchased by the Avenel Foundation. Paranormal activity has been witnessed in different locations in the house and on the grounds of the property. The Robert E. Lee Room is one of those places. During the war between the states, Mary Anna Custis Lee, wife of Confederate General Robert E. Lee, lived in this room during the course of the war.
We do refer to this as the Lee Room because when the war started and General Lee did not want to fight this war, he needed someplace for his wife to go. This was one of the homes where his wife stayed during the Civil War. Right here, awesome. This was her room. And when General Lee was in the area, he would come and stay here.
Apparitions of the lady in white, believed to be daughter Mary Frances, or Fran, has been seen on the grounds of the property and inside the house.
That used to be the beginning of a formal garden. We had the huge boxwoods that got the blight, and so they're all gone. They would see the white lady walking around in there.
Oh, cool.
But I don't know if they've seen her since the hedges have been...
tree right there?
All of that would have been surrounded by boxwood, hedge, and then it opened up into gardens.
The bedroom where Miss Steptoe slept has also been the scene of activity from electronic voice phenomenon, objects moving on their own, and people being touched. Miss Steptoe's son, Edward, slept in the room next door.
And this is Steptoe's room. And this is the room where we see the little boy jumping.
So this is the room, guys, where they see this bed moving.
We identify as the white lady.
Yes.
Because when she is seen, she's always has like a white ball gown and she carries a white parasol. She's been seen walking on the grounds. There's been enough documentation and enough people that they have seen her. They have seen her in the house. Fran was the one who got married here, the only daughter of the four that got married. She married a young captain, because this is right during the Civil War, Breckinridge, and he went off to war. So she married, I think it was like 2 days, 3 days later, he was called off the war. And so it was a couple months without seeing him. She went to visit him at his encampment. And she was gone for probably a couple of weeks. When she came back, she contacted typhoid. And by the time she got back here, she was definitely ill and she died.
These are the stories of historic Avenel, from disembodied voice phenomenon, right there, people being touched,
What was that?
spectral phantom walking,
I'm hearing something.
and spiritual contact.
Or are you a Burrell?
This beautiful 19th century Federal and Greek revival style home never seems to disappoint its visitors and guests.